So a couple guys showed up here this morning for fan visit. They got a Woody, and they're asking Dad about some tips and tricks here on how to get their Bombardier up to snuff. One of the guys here is into farming, and he's bought himself a Woody Bombardier, and he wants to use it as a project Bombardier once he retires. So they've been visiting for the last half hour or so, and then now Dad's going to go through a bunch of stuff here. So maybe this guy can learn a little bit about what's going on. So Dad's just going to show him the power steering here real quick.
I gotta take it up because I'm still wiring. Okay, this little dial sets your
Turn it up or down?
yeah. But if you don't feel you got enough, you can, once I put this in, then
And Dad's doing two-finger steering on the steering wheel here to show him how to do this power steering.
there's more to it than what you think. And if you cut the shaft wrong, you're done. And the shifter, it has to be the one with the flat base. Just what I'm working on now. They come in with no air breather. So I bought the breather.
So Dad's going through the just the basics of how this Bombardier came in and all the different things that he's done to improve that Bombardier. They were talking in the coffee room earlier about different things, but now Dad's giving them the visual inspection so that they can tackle their own project here. So Dad's now talking about electric fuel pumps here and what to do. Dad's just talking about the grease style hinges.
You only have one wiper. Yeah, I have a spare motor here. They're fairly reasonable and easy to mount.
Anyways, we're taking a look at the yellow Bombardier now. We just got finished talking about windshield wiper motors. Dad loves his fans. He's got all the time in the world to help a guy out. Of course, if you want to bring in your Bombardier into the shop, nothing's free, but coffee and advice is free, so you can always pop on by.
You've probably seen this, when they put a 4 in, they take a slice and pound it in.
You cut the hole.
Yeah, save it. When you go to mount your shifter cable, you have to make something like this. And what you do is you take caliper and measure the slot, and then drill it and cut down, and then these bend over to lock it. Yeah, I'll show you how good it fits.
So Dad's just showing his fan here, how everything fits in.
And that's locked. So what I do is I weld this onto a plate and then down to the floor and then do the rest of the linkage. Now this asshole heated this and bent it around. So I forget what he had for the shifter. But anyway, I made this because the way he was there, this is park and doesn't work for my shifter. So I made this, it just winds up being opposite, but it'll work slick as hell.
Yeah, you got a lot more room in this.
Yeah,
I got
one narrow gauge is
tight.
pretty crampy, yep. That's what the brake system looks like. This is a good heavy duty diff. New U-joints just to make sure.
And you brake.
The brake can, you have to have enough room here. This is made and welded in the lathe, so it's dead true. You can't put a rotor on here, like from that yoke down to that yoke. If you're going to put it there, you have to be onto the yoke of the pinion, eh?
Put it on here.
Has
And-
to be on there.
Yeah.
And it's a real struggle on that end too.
You only got so much room.
And then I think the smallest that can be with the setup I have is an 8.5 inch rotor.
Mm-hmm.
You go to 10 inches, it's too big.
Fit. You leave your floors screwed up too.
Hey?
Your floor's got to go
Floor.
up,
Yeah. And you know, like this C6, you have a C4, it's only that long, and it's got a short end on it, so you can get everything back here. Eh?
Mm.
Your retirement project seeming a little longer now?
No, he'll enjoy it. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah, no.
And you'll fuck up a bit, but don't
Yeah.
get mad. And whatever you do, don't get God or Jesus involved because it's your own fault. Okay, we'll go outside now, and are you guys gonna be warm enough? We can look around. When I put bearings in, I either use 15 bearings and races or NPN bearings and races. I don't mix them up. And if you see one that's got CHINA on it, don't use it.
Sticking with it.
Oh, yeah.
The
No,
old
that's good.
box full of stuff.
No, this is the kind of seal that went with the wheel. And you should have those little holes in there.
Peter owns a bunch of Bombardiers, so he's given a little bit of his own advice here to the fan that's showed up here this morning. And we're about to go outside here, and Dad's going to take a tour of some of the other Bombardiers in the yard.
This has got the big axle, and that's a solid tire and rim. You put that on, set the preload, put light grease in, and you run that son of a bitch until you're way past pension.
Dad's just talking about
This
this rear wheel right here.
Still got new tires.
Yeah, well, these tires are easy to this is the one from that the gangster stole his lights and cut everything off. He got 6 weeks use out of it. Oh, well, this is the one that had the electric fuel injection too. And I went out on the limb and took the whole fucking works out and put a new intake in and a carburetor.
Not a fan of the fuel injection.
Couldn't get it to work.
It wouldn't work.
No, I think Dad screwed around with it for 2.5 weeks before he started having litters of kittens, and then that was it. He said enough's enough, and it was actually costing us money.
And put this together. So I'll show you what one of the problems is with that electric fuel injection. It goes into the carburetor there, and what it doesn't use comes back into a tank. So if you happen to be on that tank and this one's right full, you'd overflow it, and now you've got a bomb. You realize that there's a battery switch back there. So they stole the light bar, sold the lights, and fucked up a few things.
So Dad's just showing the fan here, one of the Bombardiers in the yard here. So they just finished looking at the Bombardier here. This is one of Dad's masterpieces. And dogs are having a good day. Another customer just showed up, or one of Dad's friends, I mean. So we'll go check him out.
Yeah, yeah. That was incorporated into it right from brand new.
Anyway, so we're showing
And then if you
Dad's new friend here, the
break down with a small axle, I can fix you up with a pair of snowshoes.
so yeah, Dad's just showing some of the parts that are available here. This is for the next customer though. None of this stuff's available for sale.
This year. No, there's nothing to bring through this year.
Peter's just giving a little history lesson on some of this old mining equipment he's taken out of the bush. Belongs in a museum, but he's got it right now. Anyways, we're taking a look at Peter's Bombardiers here. This came from another building where it was standing room only in there, and Peter's got this one for sale, and so Dad took the fans out to Peter's place so they can take a look at a couple different Bombardiers. And oh, they're just in their glory here. So Peter just started it all up here, and beautiful machine. We featured this one on a previous video. Peter is selling this one, so you can contact him. I'll put his contact details down below here, so if you want to come out and take a look at this. And yeah, they're just having their little fun time here today. Daisy and Schooner. Hey? I don't know where they are. Where are they?